champions and a host of world indoor and world outdoor reigning champions, along with a smattering of world record holders. Three of the best of them are standing in front of you or sitting in front of you. They are from left to right, Wade van NIEKERK of South Africa, who of course is the world record holder in 400 metres, double world champion and the 2016 Olympic champion. In the centre from USA, Quincy Hall, the reigning Olympic champion over 400 metres, the world champion of the men's 4x400 metres back in 2023, and the fourth fastest man of all time over 400 metres. And of course, on the right from Botswana, TEBOGO, the African record holder over 200 metres, the reigning Olympic champion over 200 metres, and the fifth fastest man of all time. He will be doubling up tomorrow night over 100 metres and 200 metres. So we'll start with the man on the left, Wade van NIEKERK. Wade, it's great to see you back in Africa and in Morocco. I know you competed here many years ago. What memories do you have of competing in Morocco?
Yeah, good afternoon everyone. It's always such a privilege and honor to be representing my country and my people out here. And also I think it's really a massive privilege to be out here in Africa celebrating the continent. It's a massive privilege to be here and I'm excited to compete.
And we saw you open your season last weekend with a 200 metres, a very impressive 200 metres, 20.03. How has everything been going for you recently and what did you think of that race?
It's been a bit challenging, hit me by surprise the time, so I think it's a real positive to my season and it's really put me in a position where I can start believing again and start moving into a positive direction.
And we didn't see you compete during the South African track season. Was that due to some issues or was it more about just you were building a big foundation for, I guess, the midsummer?
My wife gave birth, so my second born was basically born during the time of national championships. So obviously, I'm going to prioritize my family over competing.
And in terms of how you're looking at this season, do you think it would be a split focus between 200 metres and 400 metres, or is one of them going to have more of an emphasis?
I think it's something that I've decided to take day by day. At the moment, it's just about building that foundation and just getting some momentum. Been struggling this last few years with a lot of niggles and personal issues and setbacks, so really just focused on right now, and right now I'm feeling good. I'm feeling much better than I did previous seasons. So I'm just hoping that I can use the momentum that I come and just use the competition that I'm going up against as a stepping stone for the rest of the season, and let's see how it goes.
And just on that point of the injury problems, how difficult is it to strike the balance between obviously training hard to perform well and trying to stay healthy?
Yes, very, very, very frustrating. Thinking back to 2016, 2017, I was pushing for breaking world records and I felt on top of the world, and then immediately the year after that you're starting from scratch and just trying to get yourself back, and the belief is there, but I mean it's been a good 6, 7 years, 8 years, if not, just trying to get momentum again since then. So knowing what it takes to become a world champion, Olympic champion, and even a world record holder, you know what needs to happen, and then after that physically not being able to break through those barriers, it does become extremely frustrating and becomes a big mental battle. But I'm patient, I've been patient, and hopefully I can start building the momentum that I like to.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back, Quincy. You were last year here in Rabat, not in Rabat, but Marrakech. Tomorrow you are racing in a brand new stadium. What are your expectations for tomorrow's race?
I have no expectations. I couldn't find it, I'm sorry. I have no expectations. This is my second meet as of last year. This is my second meet too. So I just like getting around the track. I don't expect nothing crazy. I expect to do my best. We're still early on in training. And like I said, I'm just taking it step by step, but when it's time, I'll be there.
So are you looking to beat certain athletes tomorrow, or is it really focus on your own race and own lane?
I never focus on any other athlete. So yeah, I don't really. I just plan on, like I said, me and my coach Curtis Allen. We just plan on, like I said, getting around the track and just doing our best we can. But like I said, when it's time, I'll be there.
Okay. You sustained an injury in Paris. How serious was it, and how long of a process was it to come back?
when the injury in Paris, it happened like I said, 8 meters in the race. So I just pushed through the race, and luckily I got the first win. So I ended my season after that because I didn't want to push any further. Like I said, I feel like I accomplished a goal that I needed to accomplish that year. So I didn't get back to training until like March, February of this year. So like I said, I didn't get a lot of treatment, but then it was a lot of rest that I did. So it really wasn't too long, but I said for about 9 months.
Has it changed your approach to racing that you appreciate more being healthy on the track again?
Yeah, I'm always appreciate being healthy. So yeah.
And you raced also in China a few weeks ago. What do you take back out of this race, and what do you want to improve?
Just don't get last. I took last. I ran 45.9, but the years before I opened up at the exact same time. So I don't really panic when I see time. I don't panic when I do bad because, like I said, every practice I do, I get the time, but I just need to race myself back in shape.
Perfect. You have won the Olympic title, and how is it to step in the footsteps of Wade here just on the side of you?
We were just talking about that back there. In 2016, I feel like he set a new trend that everybody wants to run on the outside lanes. So yeah, it's just more of, like I said, just people there in front of me. Him and Karani, I looked up to them running track in the 400. I used to be an 800 runner. When I came to the 400, that's who was really running fast when I was coming into. So yeah, I looked up to them a lot. Like I said, I run records. That's my goal, but like I said, whatever happens, it happens.
And you only have raced Wade once, if I'm not mistaken, in Budapest. So are you looking forward to a race for him in the future more often?
Well, hopefully, yeah, like I said, he's doing about the 200 right now. If he, like I said, he gets healthy and he gets ready to run, yeah, I would love to race him again.
Would you like to race a 200 meter?
Never. Never.
What do you have against the 200 meters?
No, I'm just, okay, my history, I'm a cross-country runner. I run a 1500, I run 800. And every time I get to 200, the way I run, I have a lot of back kick and I have a big stride. I'm not really quick around the edges, so people like these two guys will just pull away from me early, and it's just not really enough for me to come back.
Are you ever tempted to go back and run the 800 with your newfound 400 meter strength?
Maybe.
End of the season. Thank you very much, Quincy.
Thank you.
We'll move on to the man beside him, another Olympic champion in TEBOGO. Letsile, you raced in Rabat back in 2023. I think you were fourth in the 100 meters there. How does it feel to be back in Morocco?
I mean, it's good to always come back into Africa and get to people that don't get to travel often to see you on the home soil, basically.
And obviously the newfound status as the champion this year, does that bring different demands? Does it feel a little different traveling around the world as you have been in the recent weeks, just with the demands?
For me, it doesn't have any demands. It's just how we plan our season. When the season ends, we plan for the following season. So I don't think there's demands for me, and also the management is taking care of everything.
Excellent. High school as always. You've entered both the 100 meters and 200 meters tomorrow night. There's about 70 minutes, I think, between them. Is that something you find very easy, doubling back? And I guess how will you spend that hour or so between races?
I mean, this is the first time I'm traveling in Diamond, the first time in that short period, apart from the semi-final in Budapest and the final. I think it was longer than an hour apart. So I don't know how I'm going to be doing that 1 hour, but I feel like it will be a fruitful 1 hour just to get the legs rolling and just heat it up.
And what would be a good night for you tomorrow night here?
I mean, winning both races will definitely be a good night for me, but I don't want to put myself under that pressure. Just come out here and then look how the 100 does, because I believe the coach is taking the 200. But the 100, there's still a few things that needed to be fixed, which we are going to see if we have corrected in the past few days.
Can you tell us what those things are that you're trying to tweak? Top secret. And for you, I guess, is it all going to be about 100 and 200 this year? I'm sure we might see you in a 4x400, but will you be going back to a 400 at any point in the season, perhaps?
I mean, maybe if at least one 400 meters before the championship will do for us, and hopefully it won't be out there. It will just be a time trial and training, and it's just to double up the 1 and the 2, And then, yeah, the 4x4 definitely have to be inside because the US has been ruling for a long time. We want to make that come to an end. Nah.
South Africa is coming too. Yeah, I think we will now open the floor to anyone. If any journalist here has a question, just put up your hand for any of our athletes and we will come find you with the microphone.
Hello, I'm Omeima, a journalist collaborating with L'Opinion, which is a media press here in Morocco. My first question would be for Quincy. So, it's not related to athletics, so if you were not to be an athlete, what career would you pursue?
I do a lot of things with horses. I'll be a horse trainer. I'll probably be trying to get into Kentucky Derbies. I wouldn't be on the jockey, but I'll be like a horse trainer for the Derby. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hi, my question is for Leslie TEBOGO. Are you ready to conquer romance?
I mean, every diamond league that I go to, I make sure that everybody knows their own sense, have fun with us because they paid a lot of money to come see us well. So definitely to come here and conquer.
Any more questions? Yes.
This time is for Letso. And my question is, Botswana is rising in athletics. So, what do you think makes your country's athletes so special?
I mean, it's just not the country. The whole African continent has true potential. Just that over the years, people were not given the opportunity. But I'm glad to have. We has paved the path for us, and now I'm also paving the path for everybody else. Because there is true potential in Africa. There's a lot of young athletes that are out there that people don't know. So for Botswana, I would say it's there. With us not being at the World Days, we have seen the team being very well, and we're happy with that. It means now, the following year, I believe we are going to see another new faces on the track and the World Days and Botswana. So I believe there's so much that sponsors and investors need to come to Africa and see the true potential.
Any more questions? Yeah.
Thank you very much. As we are here for a very great competition, but I want to know what are your relationships with your competitors? You and every one of you.
When we get into the track, it's all about business. Everybody's coming there to make break for themselves. So it's all about business. When we get into the track, off the track, we're just good buddies, we just chit chat and everything. So basically, it's a healthy relationship between me and my fellow competitors.
With my competitors, like I said, we all friends. I don't know if the media wants us to like talk about each other and none of that, but we all friends. We all wish each other the best. Now that's for me. But for other competitors, I don't know if they have like different demeanors to each other, but no, I have nothing but respect for them and I want the best for each one.
Yeah, I think on my side, when it comes to competition, it's always important to have mutual respect. I think being in an individual sport, you know how lonely it can get and how frustrating it can get. So we have to hold respect for one another. But when it comes to competing, the job is to be done, and I think as athletes we also want to perform and see how we can push ourselves to the limit.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. Good luck for tomorrow's race, and we're going to go to the next group of athletes.
Thank you very much.